Hey, YouTube. All right. Let's see. Let me get that focused in. Okay, what we have here is my Bold 9900. Now, this video is going to be about charging up your Bold when you get a message that says that it's unable to accept a charging device that's been plugged into your USB port. So, let me explain a couple things, and then I'll show you how to get around that, temporarily. All right, what happens is with the Bold, it comes with the auto charger, the car charger, same thing, the house charger, and those are set up to put out a certain current. Now, in your USB cable, there are 4 wires. You have your plus, 5, and ground, and you have your 2 data lines. When you plug in a power source to the Bold 9900 or most Blackberry phones and some other phones besides Blackberry, the data lines look at the power that's coming through. And if the power is not right, if something's wrong with the current, too much current, too little current, or it just doesn't recognize the power source, maybe the phone doesn't have the drivers installed, maybe your let me reset that auto dim. Maybe your PC doesn't have the drivers on there. There's some reason why it won't accept your USB power source. There's 2 things you can do. You can either buy a USB cable, which is called a charging cable. The charging cable has your plus, 5, and ground, and it either disconnects the data lines so that it doesn't have a problem with detecting the current or the drivers, or it shorts them out so it doesn't have that problem. So you can buy the data cable. You can go on Amazon. You find a charging-only USB cable, and that will solve the problem. The other way to get around that is to get into the engineering screen of your Bold telephone, your Bold Blackberry phone. And I'm sure it works with other Blackberries besides that. So I'm going to show you how that works in a second. This isn't going to be the greatest video. My video quality, my audio quality, and all the other stuff is not as great as the other people who make their videos. I'm not high tech, but who cares? All right, so let me show you. I'll pick up my let's zoom out. That's the solar charging cable. See the little solar connector? And so I'm going to show you what happens now. I'm going to try to zoom back in a little bit. I'm going to take this solar cable, the power source, and I'm going to plug this thing in, and hopefully the right message is going to come on here, which you don't want to see, but let's wait and see what happens. Okay, if you look in the corner, you see the white charging part. There it is. You see the white charging part. You don't see the little yellow charging thing showing that AC is connected or that power is connected. And let me try to zoom in here and hold the camera steady so we can get in focus. The charging source connected to your Blackberry device cannot charge your battery. That is the message you get, and as you see over there, it is not charging. So I'm going to show you how we get around that. As I told you, you can buy your data or your charging-only cable. I keep screwing that up. Charging-only cable. Or you can go into the engineering screen. Yeah, that's what it is, engineering screen. All right, so let's go press. Let me just unplug this thing. It's a little easier. I'll unplug it. That message goes away. All right, I'm sitting here on the floor in a really bad position trying to tape this. As I said, I'm not too high tech. All right, let's go into the help screen on the Blackberry. Kind of sitting behind this thing. It's not that easy to do it. I can't really see what I'm doing. The way you do that is you've got your Alt button over here. You have your Shift key on the bottom, and you've got the H for help. So I'm going to try to press those, all 3 of those now at the same time. Let me see if I can do it. You got the Shift and the Alt, and let's see if I can press the H that way. There we go. All right. So, yeah, don't try sending a BBM to that PIN number because this phone is obsolete after this. So, all right, so what you end up having is everyone's got this help screen on their Blackberry. You see it shows the vendor, 102, it's AT&T. It shows your the platform, 5.1.0, 507, nobody cares about that. The app version, that's an important thing that you need to know for this procedure. Your PIN you need to know. You don't really care about the IMEI, and you also care about the uptime. There's your signal strength. For people who haven't seen this before, it's Alt-Shift and then the H key. Battery level, 50%. I tried to do this video a couple days ago and really screwed it up, and the battery was low, and the thing was dimming constantly, so that's why I'm doing it again. Okay, so the important things you need are, as I said, your uptime and the PIN number and the app version, and that's it. All right, so let me go over to the computer screen while I keep this on there, and I'm going to type in my PIN number. I'm going to type in the app version, and you have to type in the parentheses and the numbers in between that. I'm going to type my uptime 68870. And you've got to do this. It changes. Your uptime changes. So if you don't do this live, you're not going to get the proper code. All right, now let me cut away. Let's do some high-tech cutting away. All right, there we go. That was high-tech. You can see on the screen over there, hopefully. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Let me zoom in. I've got the PIN number. I've got the app number, space, parentheses. I've got the uptime over there, and now you have a choice. I'm looking through the camera, so I can't really see what I'm doing. Okay, you got a choice of how long you want this code to allow you to get into the phone. Now, you have 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, 15 days, 30. Let me click on 30, and you can see as I do that, the code below changes. It changes, so... And what happens when you put in this code, which we're going to do in a minute, instead of seeing the help screen when you do that Alt-Shift-H, you're going to see this engineering operating screen, which is going to allow you to make some changes. Okay, let's go to 1 day. I'm just going to do 1 day for this. Let's cut back over to the phone now. All right. Well, it's got to focus. It's got to autofocus. Come on, camera, autofocus. Having a hard time autofocusing. Oh, and then the phone goes dead. Come on. All right, we'll get a focus in a minute. I know we will. There it is. Just a little too close to the phone. All right, let me talk a little bit more while it's on the screen. Okay, so we're going to go into the engineering operating screen. It will allow you, well, let's do it right now. Okay, the code. You type in the code, and as you type in the code, you type in this code while you're on this help screen, and you're just typing in the numbers. You do your letters for your numbers as with all BlackBerry stuff. You press your Shift key, and sorry, this is taking so long. I'm taking a little bit of time as I get this screen ready so I can do this. Okay. So you type in the numbers and your letters to the code while you're on the help screen. You're not going to see anything, but you've got to do this in the right order as the code displays on that website. And after you do that, you should get to the engineering screen. If you don't, you've screwed something up. All right, so the code, which is only going to work right now because of that uptime that I put in there, is an A. It doesn't matter if you go capital or small, so don't even worry, just use small letters. There's the A. Then it wants an 8, so I'm pressing the Shift. And then a 6. And then it wants an F, so I'm taking off the Shift and I'm going with an F. Then it wants 760F. 7, 6, 0. I don't know, when I press in the F, we should get a new screen if I've done this properly. There it is. You saw it happen. You saw it happen live. All right, let's try to zoom in on that engineering screen content. You can see all these options that you have. Don't screw with this stuff if you don't know what you're doing. You can hose your phone up. But you can always recover from hosing your phone on a Blackberry. You have to reinstall everything. But I'm not taking any responsibility if you mess your phone up. Don't come back to me and, oh my gosh, we're powering down. Why did we power down? I must have pressed shut off. I must have pressed the power down thing. That's what it was. Okay, so that's exactly what it was. I pressed the power down. So I'm rebooting. And while we're rebooting, let me go press the Alt-Shift-H again. Hopefully I'll get in there. There we go. Yeah, see, it's on the power off on the bottom. Oops, I messed up. All right, what you want to do now is you want to go down to OS. Can you see that? I'm trying to make this so you can see. OS Engineering Screen. You want to go to OS Engineering Screen. And then you want to press your touchpad. So I'm going to press that. Now you see all these different options. You've got build info. It tells you a lot about what you've got in your phone. Let's try to zoom in a little bit. Build info. It's got device info. It tells you a ton of stuff about your devices. USB info. It's a lot of crap that you really don't need to know about. Scroll through it so you can learn, but you mainly want to go to USB, which we're going to do right now over there. Scroll down, and then I'm going to press the pad again. I believe it's USB. It could be battery. Well, we'll find out. No, let's go to battery. I think it's battery. There we go. It's battery. Okay, battery charging screen is what I want. I hope I'm doing this right. There we go. Okay, you see what I was talking about now. Battery charge rate 1230 milliamps is what that means. And so it's looking for a certain amount of power to, I don't know if that's the max. I think that's the max. If it's over 1230, it's not going to charge. It's too much. Because the charging unit that comes with these things is 750 milliamps. So that might be what it is. But if it's too little current, then it won't charge either. So we're going to scroll down now. We're going to use that pad again. Let me get this adjusted right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to maximum battery charge rate. I believe that's it. And then I'm going to press the mouse. I'm going to press the touchpad again. And what do we have? Let me zoom in a little bit better so you can see this. Yep. Force USB 100. I'm sure this will come out a little bit better in the video than it is on the camera screen. You get normal USB operation, which is in the center. That's what it's set for now, and that's where the problem is. I'm sure some of these other things, some of the other settings might accomplish what we want, but I'm going to go over to the one that says Force AC. Oh, sorry about the autofocus. The Force AC is going to force the telephone to believe that what I've plugged in, which was the external USB solar charger, is an AC powered charger. And so I'm going to slide the track pad over to Force AC, and then I'm going to press the pad. And that's it. You don't see anything on the screen. You see nothing that shows that it took place. If I hit the left button, I guess I could do the same thing. I never even noticed that. Okay, so you got the normal USB force discharge. That will completely charge down your battery. Force USB 100, 500. I don't know what those are. I don't know what it means. I just know with Force AC, it will accomplish what I want. So click it one more time. Force AC. I'm going to hit the right button. I'm going to hit the right button again. I'm going to hit the right button again. Right button again, and now I'm at my main screen. You see in the upper left, nothing's really changed. You've got the battery kind of low. And so what's going to happen now is I'm going to move the camera back a little bit. I'm going to get the USB charger that we used before. And I'm going to take the connector. Is that showing in this picture? There's the connector. And you're going to watch this live while I do this. Hopefully this works. I'll plug it into the cell phone, power it again, and let's go in the upper left hand. You saw that. Hopefully you see it. See that little flashing yellow? It's showing that this USB charger is now charging. Come on, focus. Yeah, I know I'm too close. It's charging, and you don't see that USB unable to charge. So that was the idea of this video. Let me repeat a few things. First off, you need to have the website that will give you the code that gets you into the engineering operating screen. What I have noticed is I set it for 1 day. Now, setting it for 30 days will allow me to get back into the screen. What I've seen, and I don't know why, is that, yes, I'm able to do the charging right now, but after a couple days, I won't be able to get into the, if I set it for 1 day, after a couple days, I won't be able to get into the engineering operating screen, of course, but I won't also be able to do this charging. I'll get that USB message again. So it is not a permanent change to the operating system. It seems to be only temporary, and I don't know how to get around that. But still, I don't mind doing this every once in a while. It's a little inconvenient if you're going out on a trip. I don't know if you'll be able to use that USB charging thing forever. Whereas if you bought the charge-only cable, you would. So, I guess that's about it. That's all I wanted to show you with this thing. Go on Google, find a decent website that gives you the code to allow you to get into the engineering operating system of your Blackberry, and go pop in that the code that it gives you and do your Force AC, and you should be able to use a power device that you normally can't. Again, yeah, we're going down over there. Yeah, it kind of sucks that it's not a permanent thing. I don't know how to force it to save this change, but at least for now I'm able to get around the problem of not being able to plug in a USB thing that I want to. I haven't done a test to see. What I want to do is set it for 30 days and see if it will save. I want to set the code for a 30-day screen and see if it will allow the charge or the change for 30 days. I haven't done that yet. Maybe somebody will, and they'll let me know in a comment if that works. If you know how to make this a permanent change, also leave a good comment. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Sorry about the wobbling camera, and it's a little confusing for some people. But with all my videos, you either get something out of it, or you think it sucks and you send me mean messages. Make sure to check out all my other videos on there. I've got some Blackberry videos. I've got some celebrity music songs, songs that I played as I taught myself how to play guitar for the last 2.5 years. And yeah, most of my videos suck. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. And that is it. I'm going to shut this off now and post it.